motherfuckers out here grinding.
Don't cast me for no movie unless I'm knocking down something.
Colin Kaepernick ain't out there yelling all that shit. He ain't out there just saying that shit. He out there on the front lines doing shit. Let me speak.
Motherfuckers been doing that and snitching like that for fucking years.
I'm not gonna let you sit here and act.
Maybe she has some type of artistic vision with that.
For real?
It's just being earnest. Right here, right now. Yes, yes, yes.
Here we are. We're back at it, man.
Back at it like a crack addict. It's election time.
It is. Yes, it is.
The election is 2 days from today. We're recording this on a Sunday. You will be getting this after the election.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you're happy with how it turned out. If not, I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Well, we just hope you voted.
Just hope you voted.
Yeah.
Your vote counts. Here in California, they tend to lean to the left.
Yes.
And put us in a fucked up predicament. But, go
ahead.
The rest of the country, we'll see. The rest of the country has been going right for most of the times. We're seeing they're starting to make some changes in Florida. Florida has, been going right since the 80s, decades.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they seem like Andrew Gillum is might make them go a little left. We'll see what happens in this governor race, because Andrew Gillum seems like a promising candidate for the Democratic Party.
Yes.
Floridians prepare to have a very moral fella as your governor. But guard your pockets. It is a Democrat.
Accurate.
Yeah. And in Florida, not in Florida, but in Georgia, they have, what is this lady, Stacey Abrams?
Oh, I don't know.
So she's running for governor of Georgia.
Okay.
And
all right.
This would be the first black governor of Georgia and the first woman governor of Georgia as well.
Oh, okay.
And this is they've been doing some voter suppression here. There's been some problems with the absentee ballots.
Okay.
They've been saying that, if there's a problem on the absentee ballot, you misspelled your name or something, your vote don't count, something like that. So they try to do the black voters like that, because she's making a real big push.
Yeah.
She got a real big push. She got Barack Obama stomping for her and all that.
Yeah.
So so it's a big deal. Barack Obama was getting heckled. Did you see that?
Yes. You pointed that out to me, and I looked up the clip. And he handled it so smooth, man.
He handled it much different than the current president.
Yeah.
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 Barack Obama much slicker and smoother.
Yeah.
He handles himself more like what you think a president would handle himself like.
Yeah. It was just like, okay, so you why don't you just instead of paying to get wasting your time and money to get here, why don't you just go support the guy that you really want to support?
Yeah, go cheer the guy you want to cheer for.
Yeah, but he also didn't tell anybody to punch the dude in the face.
Yeah, get him out of here.
Yeah,
get him out. He let dude do his thing, but he clowned him in the process.
Yeah, smooth.
Yeah, smooth with it.
Yeah,
so they over there trying to get in your pockets. And I've been seeing Joe Biden out there stomping on the trail. Joe Biden, he out there, voice gone. He out there, oh yeah, speaking all somberly. How boring is Joe Biden?
Is he actually making a push for a candidacy?
Yes, absolutely. They're trying to push him out there, and I'm looking at him. Why would you continue to push the same old thing on people? Stop doing that. Just stop doing that. People they don't want that. They want something new and fresh. That's why Donald Trump is president.
Yeah, I would agree with that 100%.
Because people want something something fresh they never seen before. Look at this guy go.
And boy, did that backfire.
Well, yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It did. But, you could tell, you already knew what it was going to be like from how he was campaigning. So you already knew it was going to be like this. But, you know,
people were tired of eating the same old prunes.
See, my problem with Donald Trump, my problem with Donald Trump is that you can think about how his presidency is going. The economy is booming, jobs at an all-time high, right? Why isn't he just pushing that constantly down people's throats? Well, you should be pushing that. That's what you should be pushing, man. Look at what I'm doing with these jobs. Look at what I'm doing with this economy. But what he's doing is he's talking about some people who are on foot, you know, who are coming to seek asylum, like they're a threat to mankind.
Yeah.
And they're on foot, man. They're walking.
We are talking now about the caravan.
Yeah,
the migrant caravan.
We're talking about all of it.
Yes. But yes, going back a little bit, he's a diva. And he wants to be
he's a diva.
He wants to be well liked, and he does not like it when somebody talks bad about him. So there's if he actually had a strategist with him that he would actually listen to, there's a certain way to package some of these facts. Jobs being at all-time high, unemployment actually is at an all-time low.
Yeah.
America, you know, he's created a lot of American jobs, albeit some of them are a lot of coal mining jobs, which are unhealthy. But you know,
the job's man. People want the job.
But there's a certain way to package this information,
right,
where it could be tolerable and palpable for people to understand that he actually did accomplish something.
Yeah, he's what he does, all the shenanigans that he does overshadows any good thing that he could ever do.
Correct.
That's why he could save somebody from a burning building, and then still be like, yeah, fuck him, though.
Yeah.
That's why.
And then
because he said so many things like, you get on stage and scream, "I'm a nationalist." Mm-hmm. That's just, come on, man, for real.
He crazy.
You gonna do that?
He crazy, man.
He's a nationalist, though. A nationalist. The president of the United States screaming, "I'm a nationalist" on a stage.
It's wild. He backs Breitbart. That's a nationalist magazine.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's what neo-Nazis call themselves these days.
That he likes to just fuel the fire that is his base.
Right.
And it has worked for him so far. Not for the majority of people who live in the country, though, but for the base that got him elected.
Well, they're spreading, and they're spreading fast.
I disagree. I think they're withering. But the people who are still...
You really think they're withering?
Yes.
We'll see.
Because there's a number...
come Tuesday.
Well, here's what I think. There's a number of people that, like, his approval rating has dipped to, all-time low, like way low 30s, and which is saying that the majority of people...
but where are these polls coming from? Where?
I don't know. Washington Post, New York Post.
Okay, word.
Okay. So, there's even interviews of people that are saying, like, I do regret my vote for Trump, albeit the few and far between, right? But point being is that the people who still ride with them are, they're ride or die Trump voters. And well,
the most of the people I know that voted for Trump they just vote Republican. That's just what they're voting. Republican, they're not going to vote for somebody that's going to be in your pockets and cause a bunch of taxes. That's.
I think some people vote. They think beyond the money, though.
Most people don't.
But there are some, though.
It should be about money if you're, a grown up.
No.
Why?
What about policy?
Policy. Yeah. Policy as well.
Okay.
Policy as well. Of course we want secure borders. Of course we want that. But we're not trying to make it. We shouldn't make it try to seem like everybody's just some threat to America. Everybody's coming in here. Of course these people. What's crazy to me, they're sending military troops. I'm back on this caravan thing because immigration is what's being pushed by the right. as they're doing some fear mongering type shit right
100%. Yes.
And it really irks me because these people are coming to seek asylum from a conflict that America created.
Yep.
You know, and they're like, oh, you know, it's 1,000 of them coming over. Fox News keeps saying they're invading. This fascist type language. I just don't like the language. I'm like, why aren't you talking about the economy, man? Why are you trying to make people enemies of America and all this shit?
You know,
this shit bothers me, son.
Right. Another way to even, you know, like going along with your point of being fear-mongering when it comes to this migrant caravan. I did a little bit of homework on this, and a lot of people don't know this because they just, you know, they just see Trump on the news talking about like they're coming, and what people don't know is that in Southern America, this is actually an annual thing that happens, where this is called Via Crucis in South America, and Via Crucis is an act of people banding together and marching along South America to protest inequality and tyranny that they experience in their countries.
Wow.
This is not...
Look at this.
Yeah. Via Crucis has been going on for years.
You got these people on Fox News and the president of the United States talking about they invading the country.
Yes.
So they're not even coming.
They are marching along. It doesn't necessarily mean that all of them are going to jump across the border. No. But see, when you display an image of a ton of people marching along South America, you take that, you wrap it in a big shitty Trump bow, and throw
a shitty Trump bow. What does that look like?
Orange and ragged and dusty and
like
you know,
like a orange piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Continue.
And it's easy to fuel his base with that imagery and that audio.
Right. Right.
If that makes any sense.
It does. It does. You know, he does a lot of symbolism and, you know what I mean? That type of stuff. A lot of dog whistles. I mean, a lot of it's not even dog whistles no more. It's just he out there with the bullhorn yelling, "I'm a nationalist."
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so. And he said it multiple times in that speech. It really bothered me. So, you know, I can never really even say anything good about the man, you know, other than, hey man, just keep my pockets healthy. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about some wild shit.
Yes, we will.
All right, peace.
I see. It tastes so wonderfully. And all that vitamin C. You're gonna love High C.
There's enough High C for lunchtime and snack time with a High C 9-pack. So pick up High C 9 at a time and wrap up a great value in 6 great tasting High C flavors.
You're gonna love High C.
Police checkpoints are a Democratic ploy to siphon money out of the city.
Huh?
And we are back.
We are back.
You know, I just hit you with some fake news. I'm not sure if it's true, but I feel that way.
The hell?
We back in motion.
Okay, all right.
We back in motion. I don't know how you voted, but, you know, I hope you voted your heart and what you felt was right.
Absolutely.
I hope the election turned out how you wanted it to. In California, I'm pretty sure it did.
Yes.
You liberal fucks. I'm not sure about, you know, the people that live in different, you know, counties. California probably don't feel that way, but, you know, for the most part, the majority of Californians are going to be feeling good for the most part and letting the freak flag fly. I know the big thing we got here in California is the rent control. Let's see what goes on with that. And to see if these, because what they say, the rent is too damn high.
And it is.
It is, man. But you know, anyway, let's get away from the politics.
Okay. What do we got?
Name? Kira
LaGrave.
Kira LaGrave of Plattsburgh, New York.
This story has me hyped.
Plattsburgh, New York. It was a nightclub. And Kira LaGrave was dancing and feeling good. Sat next to a girl. I think she was dancing next to the girl or something like that. Mm-hmm. And a bouncer walked by. Kira's butt was slapped. Kira proceeds to the bouncer.
No. Her friend.
Hold on. Let me tell the story.
Okay. All right.
And then we can fill it in.
Okay. All right.
Her butt was slapped. It's a nightclub. It's dark. She's drunk. Her butt was slapped. A bouncer walks by. She said, "Oh, it has to be this disgusting, vile man." Me too. And yanked this. I called the bodyguard of her because this is how he went out. She yoked him by the throat. Proceeded to strangle the bouncer and put him to sleep.
Night.
Night bouncer. He wakes up, comes to, he has a headache. Oh, he's holding his head.
His boys came up to him. Oh man, what happened?
Kira LaGrave put this bouncer in the grave, damn near. And what happened, Daniel Oda? What actually happened when they showed the footage? Daniel Oda, tell us what happened.
All right, so yes, the bouncer did pass by, but actually it was her friend.
I don't even know if it was her friend. Was it her friend or was it just some chick?
Okay, it was some chick. Whatever. I think that's what the article said was her friend. But
okay, the article says her friend.
So some lady walked by, going up to the bar to get another drink, and she was the one who brushed by and made contact with her.
I seen a butt slap by someone.
Yeah,
I seen a butt slap by, it was the person that was sitting down.
Yeah.
It's like somebody was sitting down and smacked her on the butt.
Okay,
A woman smacked a woman on the butt.
That is what happened. And then when this happened to Kira LaGrave,
yes,
she turned around. You see her hair whooping out. Whoosh,
yeah.
And she went up to this bouncer who was facing the other direction.
Charged him like a wild animal.
Came up to him. And she just went like, in one motion.
Assaulted this man.
And he was stuck. When I saw this, I was like, why is he not moving? Why is he not doing anything? But then, I'm telling you, probably 2 seconds passed by.
Are you going to be able to show this?
See her just drop him like a sack of rice.
Man.
he was out cold.
That was a cold game, man, and he was innocent.
And mind you, Kira must have been on her tiptoes reaching up to this man's neck.
She was 5'1", 125 pounds.
125.
And this guy was 220, easy.
Oh, he was tall. He's very tall.
Yeah. He was at least 200 pounds.
And dropped him, put his lights out.
Yep.
And she was smooth with it too. I think that Kira might have done UFC in her day.
Not UFC, but she has training. She's good.
That was too smooth.
But she should be penalized. I know they have a mugshot on Kira. Do you have it?
Yes.
They got a mugshot on Kira, and I think she needs to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of that crime.
Well deserved. Accurate.
I think she needs to be prosecuted because she assaulted that man.
Yeah.
She could have killed that man.
Yeah.
And that poor
125 Kira could have killed that guy.
That poor man has to live with that shame.
Oh yeah.
He has to live with that shame for being attacked by some weird superhero woman that was angry. She's out here like Jessica Jones, out here drunk. You know what I'm saying? Just running up on people, taking them out.
She took his ass out, man.
It was like she was hella strong the way she did him and the way he seized up instantly.
Well, we were talking about this. We watched this multiple times.
Did he have some type of epilepsy or something?
Dude, when I saw it, I was like, why is he not like wiggling out of it or struggling, doing anything? He was stuck. I think she had the move on him.
She hit him with the pressure point or something.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, you going down? Night.
She hit him with Spock. Just
like,
the pressure
oh,
point.
you gonna slap me on the butt? Night.
Yeah.
And he didn't even do it.
Yeah, man.
She's
official tissue.
Yeah, they need to have her crying on the stand on TV. She need a little bit. She ain't gonna be shamed though. She gonna be a folk hero.
She could be a bouncer. She could take his job.
She don't need to be a bouncer. She has a brighter future. She has a brighter future. Right. Let her get some training. Learn her how to take some leg kicks. You know what I mean? This is where the woman. This is very different. The woman attacking the man and doing severe damage.
I mean, he got up after that.
His head hurt. He's traumatized.
His poor head.
He went to sleep. He lost oxygen.
He need Advil.
He lost oxygen.
He needs some milk.
Whatever. She need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. This man. Me too. This man was harmed.
This is true.
Yeah. We ain't gotta wait 35 years. We see it on the tape right now. That man was assaulted. She might try to do some big shit later, try to get a job. Hell no, she choked this man out. Make sure you show Yale that shit wherever she try to work at.
I'm sorry for laughing.
I'm sorry.
My apologies.
I'm sorry for going off like that. I'm just saying. She did him dirty. Have you ever seen a little woman jump up on a man and choke him out like that? I haven't.
I have never seen anything quite like that.
No, that was crazy. He couldn't swing his body and swing her against the wall or nothing.
No, she had him. She had him, boy.
Boy, she swung around, held on tight. Yeah, man, that was way wild.
Oh man, that one got me. That was crazy.
So what do you think? Equality? What would have happened if somebody would have grabbed poor old Kira like that from the back and choked her out because they thought maybe she did something that she didn't do? What if
it'd been horrible?
A man did that to her.
It'd been horrible.
Choked her out the same way.
It would have been horrible, and I definitely wouldn't have been laughing like I just was.
You know what I'm saying? That's the double standard I'm talking about. That's why I was over exaggerating with the Me Too and all that.
I got you.
That's why I was doing that, because she assaulted that man. She really did. Yeah. You know what I mean? She all off and fucked him up. She did, man. You know what I mean? Because if she really wanted to, she could have started kicking and stomping the shit out of him. And it wouldn't been nothing he could do. He would have been fucked up even worse. Because he was asleep for a minute. He didn't come straight. He didn't wake right up. Him hitting the ground and feeling the cold ground probably woke him up.
Yeah.
And then he woke up. He's like, oh, fuck. What happened? And he's like, oh man, that little ass girl just jumped on your back, man.
Yeah, his friends had to tell him what happened.
Shit, they was carrying him.
Yeah, no, he was on the ground for a minute.
I don't know what his name is. They probably shouldn't release his name.
They're not releasing his mugshot either, or not his mugshot, his picture either.
Nah, they shouldn't do that, man. They shouldn't do that. I feel sorry for the young man.
Yeah.
You know.
Nah, I mean, punishment's gotta fit the crime.
Punishment gotta fit the crime, you know.
It's assault.
That is assault, man. Don't let her be no type of black belt or something like that. You know what I mean? She was acting wild.
Did a Royce Gracie chokehold on him.
He might got like a slurred speech or something after that.
Yeah.
Forgive me for laughing.
You really got to forgive me for laughing.
But that's if the tables would turn, that would have been a whole another ball game. If he inflicted the same type of damage on her as she did on him, we would be singing a whole different tune.
I just can't stand. I don't find it funny when man harms a woman.
Nobody does.
Nobody does.
No, it's not right.
But the other way around, I must admit I was quite impressed with young Kira. Age 22, 125.
She ain't fucking around. She not, man. Age 22 is what you said?
Yeah, she 22 years old, man. 5'1".
Oh, okay. Oh man, I don't know what skill that is. I'm not skilled in choking people out. Never been my forte.
Yeah, Kira is though.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of skill that is. I don't know if that's shoulder strength, forearm strength, bicep strength, leg strength.
Did you guys see the clip where he was just stuck? Did you see it?
He couldn't move.
No.
He was instantly, soon as she hit him, it was like some type of Vulcan death grip.
Spock.
Yeah.
He planked up and he felt like a
man. He looked like a 2x4 piece of wood. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, man. That was crazy. That took a lot out of me just now.
Yeah, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the show and
shit.
Take your mind somewhere else. If you didn't know about this story, now you do.
Yep.
And this is Dirty Ern, Daniel Otis is just being earnest. We still grinding on this show. Pause. We out.